Alright, hello. I am about to play Horizon Zero Dawn. And, yep, I don't have a whole lot of announcements, so real quick, make sure you've liked, commented, subscribed, rung the notification bell, shared the videos, all of that fancy YouTube engagement stuff. Turn your phones off, mute, silence, all of those fancy things. If I can click the right buttons, there we go. And other things going on this channel, Sudoku tomorrow and the next day at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, just right before Thanksgiving. And then Outward would be Saturdays at 7 a.m., although I'm just thinking now that it might not be this Saturday at 7 a.m. And, yeah, I'm going to try and get as close to finish with this game as I can, and then we'll figure out the next game. But first, we gotta finish this one, and it's been a while since I played. It was back in September, so it's been a whole month. So hopefully I remember what's going on. But without further ado, let's resume. Alright, where am I in the quests? Do I have any... I need a rat bone. Return to the merchant. So let's do that real quick. Wrong button. But, okay, so, what games do I want to play in the future? I was considering, playing through, Dark Souls 2 as my next game. Because I played through Dark Souls 1, I didn't play it on the channel, but, I want to play through it anyway. I've also got a variety of Final Fantasy games. I've got, well... I've got Oxygen Not Included. That would be a game that I could play and have conversations with people on. Or not on, but during. I've got stuff like... Tomb Raider. I could go through, like, old games. I was playing Tomb Raider a long time ago on stream. I've got the Crash Bandicoot Remastered series, the Spyro Remastered series. I've got plenty of games. Just need to figure it out. I'd play Rocket League more, but you can't really have that many conversations. You can't read chat at all while playing Rocket League, especially when I have the chat on my phone. I don't have a second screen yet. Unfortunately, loading screens take forever in this game. Alright, finally. Here we go. Alright, just gotta wait for the world to load in.
Some Asaram girl applied to the city guard yesterday.
It'll happen sometime. Eventually, maybe this year.
The sun. Spies have released Prince Itaman from Sunfall.
There's the waypoint.
You'll regret not stopping when you're in the thick of it.
Not sure why the game has really bad loading times. Like, I get that, like, here in, Meridian, like, there's a lot of buildings and stuff, so it might be having to do a lot of overdraw, which is a concept I learned where it's drawing on top of things it's already drawn on. So that could be a problem. Warm socks. Just give me 50 shards. Don't... I just got this from a merchant. This is such goofy game design. Warm socks. Bison, throw. Okay, yep, that's it. I don't care about the rest of this. Alright, we're just gonna go finish the game. Alright. Where are we at? Quests. Hunting grounds, I know I've completed all of them, except for the Chieftain's Trial. Except for the Chieftain's Trial? Maybe I should go do that one. Oh, it's all the way up there. I don't want to do that. New rat bone. The fire claws. Armory. I still need a power cell. 2 or 3, I don't remember. Okay. Mountain of Fell. These load times. Like seriously, half of this game has just been loading screens. I'm at 96 hours. Maybe I should put it on an SSD instead of the spinning disk drive that I have.
The way to the mountain will be hard. Ferocious machines prowl every step of the climb.
More corrupted.
Not corrupted, but they will not tolerate humans.
So what else is new?
Could've just climbed it. Hey, Lloyd. Slow motion cinematic is cool the first few times, but
Yeah, it's guarded all right. But I can get through this.
so many friends. Gotta stop somewhere. You may just simply go around. There's no point in going through. I don't need the resources from them, so... kind of wanted to cross, by jumping, but I feel like I'm in my stuff. I'm in a Nora Protector outfit. It's not even the best one that I have. I don't remember the point of this outfit either. It has been way too long. Got super busy. Started a job. I should actually be able to run now that I'm wearing the right outfit. I thought those tufts of grass were climbing points. I guess not.
Now I know what they're guarding.
Again, there's no real reason to go through them when I can just simply not. Probably should do a little bit of fighting just to remember how to do it, but I don't know. Really. Way up. Oh, here it is. Less obvious than I thought it was going to be. Am I max level? Yeah, I should be max level.
Getting soaked from melted snow. Sacrifice. It did this. Cracked the inside of the mountain like it was an
I've prepared the way ahead for you.
So you've been in here before?
To a point. You'll see.
I've actually been over
You
here.
made a climbing path for me, but left an army of machines for me to deal with?
Since when were machines any obstacle for you? If you could fly, I wouldn't have bothered with the climbing path either.
Don't look down. Don't look down.
Yeah, I was so saying I've been over here once before, but I got here too early. Because I was collecting all the vantage points.
This is exactly the kind of place I expected to find you in, Silence.
Thank you. It's one of many workshops I've constructed over the years. There'll be enough time later for you to ransack this place. For years, I tried to get through this hatch. I drilled, I burned, I blasted. But we both know that you won't have any trouble getting through.
You make it sound like I should apologize.
Not at all. It never occurred to me that the way through would not be with force, but with a key. A key in human form. The failure of imagination was mine, not yours.
Looks like you've spent a lot of time here.
19 years ago, a great explosion destroyed this mountain. Gaia's death, your birth. The echo could be heard as far as the claim. Ash darkened the skies. How they fretted in Meridian as they tried to read this omen. The crater burned for weeks, but when it cooled, I was the first to behold what lay within. Over time, the machines closed ranks to protect it. Useful. Soon, no one dared to come here. Except me.
I thought you might actually be here this time. Actually, here.
Why? My presence is unnecessary. You don't need my help to pass through this door. You were the one born to do this, not me.
In her message, Gaia said we could restore her, but... after seeing the damage, how could that be?
She said any effort to repair her must come after Hades is destroyed. I concur. Rebuilding the terraforming system now might allow Hades to use it as a weapon. Because of Gaia's sacrifice, it has been forced to search for means that are less convenient.
But... do you think it's even possible to restore Gaia?
You know what the Cauldrons are capable of. How they fabricate any technology necessary to create a machine. By the same principle, it should be possible to replicate every technology necessary to repair Gaia. But that would take years. And we're counting the time we have left by the hour.
Alright.
It's time for me to head in.
Yes. When you find the Master Override, you will gain the power to defeat Hades. Everything depends on you.
Genetic identity confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobek. You are clear to proceed.
Logging arrivals. Shan Margot.
Welcome to Frozen Hell. Population 10.
11 counting Gaia.
Don't count your chicken embryos before they're incubated, hon. She's still firing up. Be a while before you eat that omelet.
I'm vegan, Travis.
Mind
You'd
your
think we'd
footing.
worked in the same secret base long enough for you to notice.
We weren't scheduled to shack up here for another 3 weeks. You realize I just lost 350 kilos of pre-code smut comics in transit.
Wait, actual physical media? Why didn't you have it digitized?
can't beat the feel of physical media on your fingers. And here we ain't gonna be touching a whole lot else. Figured I was gonna pass the time archiving them. What about you?
Me? Work, I guess. My task queue stretches out for like 3 years. There's a lot of sharp edges to round off. After that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Oh, you will. You're what, 30? Reckon you'll be the one turning the lights off at the end. Food for thought, huh, vegan?
This sucks forever.
Nah, not forever. Just the rest of your life.
No, I don't want to get held down yet, but certain I can get over there?
This should be the last power cell I need to get to that ancient armor I found.
Nice. Great. There must still be a little bit of story after this mission then.
That's my way across.
Ow.
It's, held like this for 19 years, right?
Well...
Don't answer. Glad that's over.
Right before needing to do it some more.
Not this way. Maybe further up the shaft.
Why'd you jump over here? The path was to the left. At least that was the path I was trying to take.
This must have been where they lived. What's left of it. Once this was all enclosed by rock and metal.
Discord. I just woke up. I see the numbers, but can't make out the time. I was dreaming of... I was giving a lecture in Q Hall. Maybe it was something more shamanistic. I don't know. An audience of shadowy faces under a blank open sky. I told them the world ended with a bang. A plague of robots. The last humans. We went out, not with a whimper, but a whisper. You know, in caves, ending like we started, huddled around a flickering glow. The heads of state, the Fortune 5s, the leaders, and lottery winners, and life cults, all of them buried in their little shelters. Some believing they'll live it out some way, somehow, or Elysium, or us here at Gaia Prime, no different. A multitude of tiny societies taking hold, flaring, dying. Some will be beautiful, some horrific. And none of them matter. Short-term civilizations. One last gasp. One last gasp for the long-held breath. Before I wake up, I know the audience is gone. I'm talking to myself. To a quiet planet, a barren sphere. Just Gaia and her long, long dreaming. I hope she won't be lonely.
For some reason, didn't think that whatever, but it was pathing me this way.
Evacuation happened so fast. No time to think things through. No time for goodbyes. There were lines in the medical ward. I told Tom Paik I'd be with him when he went under. But there was one last shipment of Paradiseidae zygotes I could get processed if I rushed. I'm still angry at him for forcing me to choose. Angry at myself for... Well, he died alone. And I didn't get the bloody birds of paradise saved either. All the time left in the world now to think. Gaia Prime's logs are sealed. Elysium sealed up, safe and sound. A distance of miles, but it might as well be on the other side of the galaxy. All the betas and gammas and support staff living their lives. If I hadn't been an alpha, if things had gone differently, I could have been there. Instead, I'm spending the rest of my unnatural life in here with people I don't even like. And without the one I would have gladly spent my life with. Given a chance. 2 hours
hours since I signed off on the final executables, and I'm already a bitter old man bitching to his focus. There's a thought for future generations.
Elizabeth's room. I know it. She didn't even get a chance to unpack. These are her journals. Elizabeth's journals. And they're all destroyed?
Scan them. The Focus can rebuild them, but the process is slow. To us, it seems a powerful device, but its engine is tiny and limited.
How slow?
Days, weeks, years. Concern yourself with stopping Hades and extending the future, and you might live long enough to hear them.
Going the wrong way. Yeah, this was this room. Ah, this side.
Elizabeth. What is this?
This is Charles Ronson. I'm logging this 6 hours after final deployment of Gaia Prime. This morning, an access port seal malfunctioned. Gaia Prime's port seals were designed to close with a seam of less than 2 millimeters. But this one closed with a 10 millimeter gap. Enough for an energy signature to bleed through. Enough for the swarm to detect this facility. Enough for Gaia to be discovered and destroyed. Enough to end the future we worked so hard to make possible. Unless the hatch servos were manually re-engaged from the outside. I'm now switching to a recording of the event.
Well, I'm not going out there. Not what I signed up for.
Either we send someone out, or all of this was for nothing.
It should be Liz's decision.
So when is she going to get here?
She said 5 minutes. You don't think...
Oh no. Okay, everyone. I've repaired the seal. Gaia?
Seal closure at 1.4 millimeters. Confirmed.
Elizabeth, no. We'll find a way to bring you back in.
It's not gonna happen. The swarm's too close. Really. It's alright. Gaia's complete. She'll take care of things from here on out. That's what she does.
No not like this. There's so much we...
Guys, you know me, I'm no good at endings. At letting things end, so, let's not.
So, happy trails, Liz. And, see you around.
Yeah. Take care of each other, alright?
Liz.
I'm okay with this. I want to go home. Goodbye.
That was the last transmission of Elizabeth Sobek. She gave everything for the hope of life on this planet. And we are all in her debt.
Why'd the camera turn on? Oh, now my overlay's messed up. There, that should fix it. I put my camera in the top right, because that's where, it's the experience overlay. That way you can see my health and mission and all that.
Hell, Liz. I know you're never gonna hear this. That's not the point. You got to play the savior and the martyr all at once this time. Great work.
Look, Liz, you're a pretty stand-up gal. I'm sorry you died. If you had a home to go to, I hope you got there first. But this monument Ronson's made to you? Kinda creepy if you ask me. Rest in peace, Liz. God knows you earned it.
You'd hate it, Liz, but I wrote you a eulogy. I had to try to express all your children After all Apollo has taught them, they'll think they know everything. But they have to understand what you did for them. How you loved the whole world so much. With an intensity that was dazzling. Bruising. And in the end, it killed you. Or you died for it. Different perspectives. No one could keep up with you, live up to you. I don't know, maybe if I hadn't taken that postdoc in Joburg. I'm glad you shot down the Lightkeeper protocol in the end. I don't think I could have taken seeing another one of you. I mean, Elizabeth Sobek. There's only one. I miss you. Hello, Margot. How are you holding up?
Dr. Ronson, I've been getting a lot of messages, unsolicited messages from Ted.
Margot, I'm sorry. With Liz gone, we've got no one to run interference with him. I'll talk to Ted. He mostly wants updates, constant updates, hundreds of updates on things he knows nothing about. Liz used to field all of his crap.
He doesn't understand the systems at all. That was kind of by design. But he's getting pretty sketchy with me.
We just have to keep him happy. Liz always said keep him happy.
Are you kidding? You ever hear how she talked to him?
She was managing him, Margot.
I mean, maybe I should ignore him. He's buried in his pyramid with the Hola Hola girls and Panta Antimod cuckoos. What can he do?
Aloy?
She's gone. Really gone.
You knew she couldn't have survived, Aloy. And her achievements were beyond exceptional.
While her people bickered, she was the one who took responsibility. The only one who could.
She was better than them.
That's not what I said.
She was. You shouldn't be afraid to admit it.
Can't you just for one moment stop calculating and let yourself feel? She sacrificed herself for her friends, for the future, for life on Earth. Doesn't that stir anything in you? The generosity of it.
You're trying to invest her decision with something magical. It was a rational choice, not based on sentimentality.
You're wrong. Remember, she knew it wasn't enough for Gaia to think. She taught Gaia to feel. To care, to sacrifice, to believe in life. Enough to fight against hopelessness. If it wasn't for that sentimentality, life would have ended. You and I would never have existed.
Your argument is sound. I'm sorry for your loss.
She said she wanted to go home. Maybe.
What?
Nothing. It's time to go on.
Entirely certain what it was that Aloy was thinking. There was a door I could pry open back here. Another door?
Over from Eleuthia 1.
Running integrity tests. Dr. Brochard Klein, may I speak outside protocol?
I suppose so. There's no one to stop you.
Doctor, you are fatigued. You have been logging abnormal sleep cycles. Are you suffering from depression?
Well, I am trapped in a science facility for the rest of my life. How about you?
In a time slice of 1,000,000,000 operating cycles, 10,000 are involved with processing the loss of Dr. Sobek. I have considered quarantining these processes. Do you think that would be wise?
I'm not a psychologist, Gaia, or an AI scientist. No. It is natural. At least in the context of the work you and I have accomplished, which begs the meaning of the term natural. She was your creator, the patron saint of this crazy endeavor. Our Lady of the Fervent Hypothetical.
Even assuming a string of significant failure combinations, Zero Dawn's chances of success are greater than the hypothetical.
It's called a manner of speech, Gaia. Take a note.
What are we gonna plug into their heads, Les? A whole lot of history? A whole lot of so-called truth? A whole lot of noise? It's not pablum, Les. It's poison.
There's another section at the back of the crater. Looks like it survived the blast.
Because it was armored, you found the control room.
I'm on my way.
I've been taking a hard look at the project. In the end, it's simple. It's clean. It's clear. Erasure. Addition. By. Subtraction. I can make a better list. With a single stroke. Make it all go away.
I really don't like the direction this is going.
Continue.
Hades was corrupted by Ted Pharaoh is what it seems like. After Liz was gone.
When I opened the hatch, the air rushed in from this side.
Because there was none inside the chamber.
But the Alphas were in there.
I'm locked out of core control. Alpha clearance overridden. What the hell is Omega clearance?
Oh no.
Alpha personnel. Sorry to alarm you, but I need you to listen, okay? To what I'm about to say. This isn't easy. See, please, stop trying to access the system, okay? See, what this is about is, I said stop trying to access the goddamn system. And what I'm trying to say is, I can't stop thinking about the ones who'll come after us. Those innocents. Those blameless men and women. We're gonna give them knowledge? Like it's a gift?
Ted. We've talked about this before. Apollo has 3,000 plus fail-safe conditions.
It's not a gift, it's a disease. They're the cure, and we're gonna give them the disease. Our disease? No, we can't. And it's not too late. If we're willing to sacrifice.
Ted, it doesn't need to be like this.
It already is, Samina. I did it 3 minutes ago. I've purged Apollo. It's gone. All of it. Every copy.
A sacrifice? It's not a sacrifice. It's cultural obliteration, you crazy bastard. Millennia of culture.
I'm sorry. Really, I am. But sometimes, to protect innocence, innocents have to die.
Emergency alert. Toxic atmosphere.
Why?
He killed them all.
So this is why. This is why we were trapped in benighted ignorance for an innocent future. Blameless men. He never saw the slaughter in the Sun Ring. Everything these people achieved, all the knowledge of the old ones, evaporated, turned to dust, scattered to the void, like the Alphas themselves.
No. Not a void. When the hatch unsealed and scattered their ashes on the wind, it took them out among the world they made. The world we're living in. It's a monument to what they died trying to accomplish.
A monument to oblivion.
Not oblivion, silence. Hope.
This doesn't necessarily feel in character with Aloy's personality at the beginning of the game. She was very matter of fact, very succinct. I don't know, I'm not sure exactly what the right thing to say here, but she didn't seem very, sentiment.
Master Override.
Not really the right term, but really just
so
stuff.
small.
Now all you have to do is kill Hades with it.
I guess religious isn't the right term here, because it's not... I don't know, I guess I'm not sure exactly what I'm trying to say. Hearing some chirping.
Doesn't sound good.
Try not to fall to your death. The Master Override doesn't override gravity.
is it religious or sentimental? Neither of those really feel like the right terms.
Here.
For a moment.
What?
Our journey together has come to an end, Aloy. But before I go, I think I owe it to you to tell you the rest of the story.
Go on.
Some time ago, I admitted that I'd been involved with the Eclipse. But I never told you the full extent of my culpability. The truth is, I was there at the beginning. I found Hades, Aloy, buried on that mountain, trapped in that shattered Titan. And I served it.
What?
It promised knowledge and delivered. Such knowledge, you have no idea.
And in exchange?
I helped create the Eclipse. Helped it build a cult, an army to do its will.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because your success depends on knowing this. When I found Hades, the first thing it wanted to know about was the Spire. Not Meridian. The Spire. Now, why would that be?
The Spire was created by Gaia.
Which part of Gaia?
Minerva. Its code-breaking module. Gaia built spires to transmit the codes that deactivated the Pharaoh robots, shut down their biomatter conversion systems. Hades wants to send a new transmission. To wake the machines, so they can devour the world all over again.
Yes. Based on what we've learned, that's my conclusion as well.
So the Eclipse... the robots they've resurrected... they're just a means to an end. An army to capture the Spire.
Yes. So Hades can exterminate life all over again. Unless you stop it.
I want you to tell me everything. Hades, the Eclipse. Everything.
It's a long story, Aloy.
Then get started.
It began with a focus. Recovered from an ancient ruin, as yours was so many years ago. In my case, the device was heavily damaged. There was just a flicker of life in it. I spent weeks studying it, attempting repairs, until finally, I succeeded. A whole new dimension of perception revealed, right before my eyes. That's when I detected it. A faint signal. Out there, something was searching, just like I was.
A real kindred spirit.
I followed the signal to its source. A shattered Titan, buried in the jungles of the Jewel.
So you thought it was a Titan? An old war machine?
I didn't know what to think. I'd seen such wreckage before. The Grave Horde, for example. But this was different. This was not quite dead. It couldn't speak when I found it, until my repairs gave it a voice. So began an exchange of knowledge. It wanted to know everything about our world, its tribes and machines. But the Spire was always its foremost concern.
What did it want to know about the Spire?
Its precise location, the surrounding geography, who controlled the land. Meanwhile, Hades revealed to me many of the intricacies of ancient technology. It bid me to recover and repair more focuses. Before long, I had a couple dozen up and running.
Enough to equip a small army.
The commanders of one, anyway. I didn't care. I was learning so much. Physics, calculus. You have no idea.
And the Shadow Carja? How did they become involved?
The Carja Civil War was a happy coincidence. A perfect opportunity.
An opportunity? That's what it was to you?
Yes. Overnight, half the tribe was in exile, desperate to win back Holy Meridian. Their religion made them easy to manipulate. All I had to do was present Hades as the buried shadow of their mythology. So yes, it was an opportunity. I arranged for High Priest Bahavas to meet with Hades. Helis was there as well. And so the Eclipse was born. Anything to win back Holy Meridian.
But Hades didn't care about Meridian. And neither did you.
We live in a world of fallen cities and vanished tribes. What were a few more? Besides, I was too busy setting up the cult's focus network to Hades' specifications. A thrilling technical challenge, especially with the alterations I included of my own design.
The ability for you to spy on them.
Yes. I may have been foolish enough to serve Hades, but I was never so foolish that I trusted it. I installed what the ancients used to call a back door in the network. Secret access, empowering me to monitor all activity and communications.
What made you turn on Hades? It certainly wasn't your conscience.
Actually, I was troubled the first time I saw the Eclipse raise an ancient war robot with my technology. I questioned Hades about its intentions.
A little late.
Indeed. I'd already outlived my usefulness. When I completed work on the Focus Network, Hades summoned me to receive my reward. The next moment, I heard it broadcast my kill order. I've been a fugitive ever since.
So when did I come into this? Our path together?
When Olin stumbled on you. System threat detected. That got my attention. A kill order against a savage Nora girl? Why would Hades bother with that? But then I saw that this Nora girl was wearing a focus, and bore an uncanny resemblance to a great scientist of the old world. Helis moved quickly. I thought you were dead. But then I detected your focus inside the Nora mountain. The more I observed you, the more convinced I became of your extraordinary nature and usefulness. Through you, I could finally discover the secrets of the Earth. I vowed to do everything I could to ensure your success. The rest, as they used to say, is history.
The things you've done in the pursuit of knowledge, Silence. Pure recklessness.
Aloy, this wasn't a confession to elicit your judgment.
Unbelievable.
I've done all I can. From here on out, the rest is up to you. Take my lance. Fit the master override to it, and you have a means of injection.
Then I just need to get close enough to Hades' skull to stab it in?
Exactly.
Oh, no problem. Silence! Where will you go?
Elsewhere. And everywhere. There's so much more to discover before the world ends.
And all this?
I leave it to you, of course. As it turned out, it was yours all along. I was merely trespassing.
Excuse me.
They're coming.
Preparations are complete.
Ah, Lucent Bahabas. Behold, as I promised you.
What manner of great machine is this? I've never seen such a thing.
Stay! Stay your ground, Karja in shadow!
Incorrect. Bow before the buried shadow.
The buried shadow? I don't understand.
Did Ahriman understand the glint hawk that perched upon the alight?
It speaks scripture.
Ahriman followed the shadow cast from the spire.
To the mesa where Holy Meridian was founded.
You will follow the shadow once more.
I am a righteous man, chosen of the sun. But in times of need, the powers of shadow can accomplish what the sun alone cannot. Will you return to us what is ours, O shadow of prophecy?
An army is required. Obey, and Meridian is yours.
Of our obedience you can be certain.
Task is complete.
Yes. The Focus network is active, built to your specifications. Check it yourself if you must. I'll wait. But I remind you of the reward you've been withholding. Quantum processing?
Data has been compiled. Volume too great for transfer.
How inconvenient for me.
Come before me. You shall receive your reward.
Very well.
Helis. Threat detected inside Eclipse.
Speak its name, O Shadow, and it will die.
You will eliminate this one. Silence.
Silence. Yes. A truth whispered at night is seen in the day. He was never one of us. It will be done.
I traveled far to find you. I heard your transmission. It was you, wasn't it?
Entity is not known.
I'm called Silence, and you are. I don't think you'd have called out if it wasn't something you wanted. You called, I responded. Will you tell me your name?
Hades.
You are a creation of the ancients. A war machine?
Define timeline.
Time? Ah. It is the 13th king of the Carja Sanctum's reign.
Define Carja.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Were you created by the ancients? I wonder how long you waited here, buried, until I chanced upon you. How long you'd have to wait for another. You're obviously very powerful, but you're not going to get anywhere without me.
Titan Flame merely houses intellect. Define Carja.
Now that's more like it.
Have all but one audio data point now. Have all the holograms. Missing a few text data points. Odd in the world. Few scanned glyphs. Unfrozen Wilds audio data point. Few text data points. I have all the quest ones. Doubt I'll go back and try and find them all. Unless I'm like one achievement short and that's it.
I have to tell Avad that the Eclipse are ready to strike. After what happened with Dervahl, I know he'll defend the city. But the Spire...
first things first is we're going to go to this bunker. Around for that. Can I climb up here? No, I thought that was. But feels like the very first, one, not the one that... Nope, I'm wrong.
There, fits. I just need to slip in one more. That's two. It's some kind of code. Maybe there's a clue nearby. I think the old ones use numbers like this to indicate time.
Oh, okay. So that would be 12-3.
Maybe there's some more information nearby. Something that will tell me how this works. Looks like each dial has 4 positions.
Oh my god, shut up, Aloy.
Get each dial in the right position. Did it. Now to check the door. Those clamps have the armor locked in place. Maybe there's a way to power up the mechanism, release the clamps. I can't spare the weight. Just need to install these power cells. That should do it. Only 2 more. Just 1 more. There we go. The last one. All powered up. Now to get the dials in position. There must be some kind of code. These numbers. They must be related to segments of a circle. Did it. Let's have a look at that armor inside. All right, now let's see what we can do with this material.
Nice. I can't, can't attach any, modifiers. That's kind of separate. What did they call it in this game? Yeah, I guess it's just modifications. Well, we've done that. It was an error, wasn't it? Oh, here it is. Doesn't matter. Okay. Back to Meridian. like how I can just run up straight to him and he's not doing anything. He's just sitting here staring at nothing. Like, being the Sun King has to be extremely boring.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god, demon, machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it doesn't want Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Eren knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the City Guard fortify the Western Ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
Have you spoken to Blameless Marad?
Not yet, but I will.
He wishes to speak to you. Defensive preparations are his responsibility.
Quietly does it. Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival. Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge of defenses and at the Spire. Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the City Guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will. I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
It's always the ones you least expect that cause you trouble.
Petra!
Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murad asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Osram, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges, so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did. It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow. Range is good. Try the next. See? That'll knock a machine on its ass, ancient or no. With these, I think we could hold off an army.
You know that I appreciate your help, Petra. This battle, I don't know what's gonna happen.
We'll see each other again, I know it. Next time could be the time I'll convince you to stick with the free heap.
Petra, you know
I do. Always had a weakness for restless girls, though.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Aphid?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
The Sun King's grown too soft.
What?
Too much
Cheerful.
Oseram influence in the mountains. What's he thinking, letting Jafar win? Prince Eden has returned to me.
Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Shame a woman became son.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier, but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the Low Gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vanasha. She delights in goading me, like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Meridian. I couldn't imagine living anywhere else.
A woman now leads
Aloy.
the Hunter's Lodge.
I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry. I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
Watch out for the Oseram merchants. They'll assume she is looking.
I bet those traitorous Oseram will just conveniently lose Dervahl and transport to Mainspring.
Saving these for the trail. Aratak? I didn't expect you to come all this way.
It's true I am a stranger in this green and snowless land. Aurea forgave the Karja, but I never did. Still, I was compelled to come for my once chieftain. It's good to see you leading again. This young ice hunter seeks to prove herself also. Her spark reminds me of Aurea's in our youth. And I'm proud to take my place behind you on this hunt. A great challenge.
Survive and prevail, right?
There is no other way.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army? Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
Okay.
Talana, why are you here?
I'm your hawk. Where else would I be?
Defending Meridian with Avad?
I leave that to the rest of the Lodge. I will not stand aside while one of mine fights alone. Not again.
Are you sure you...
You're risking your life for all of us. You can't ask me to stand by and watch. Not when I have the power to change it.
Then I won't ask you.
It's settled. I will fight by your side. My only request...
Name it.
Leave the biggest machine for me.
No promises.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Carja. Carja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Carja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys, just like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
And let's not get cocky, boys. Aloy. So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
I'm not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
Well, that's... big. It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Well, where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit them like a hammer till they can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian. And we're here for you.
Thank you, Erend. Ursa would be proud.
Well, only if we win.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed, either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I. Your friend, the Vanguard, keeps looking over. Up here, I'm not sure if the world has grown bigger, or I've grown smaller.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word. The Carja do not impress me. To build so tall is to invite the fate of the ancients.
Get involved.
Khan Padish once again leads the Hunter's Lodge. I could not...
Buy what you need, leave the rest.
Buy what you need.
You'll like what I have to say.
Find good...
They'd never make it across the Great Bridge.
Don't watch. Hide.
Only the finest goods here. See for your...
Owen's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
I mean, I could go and finish the DLC stuff, fight the Fireclaws, see if I can find a rat, but I don't see the point. And then as far as achievements go, the hidden achievement here ended the War Machine threat. I'm pretty sure that's just simply the end game, so I'm about to do that. All possible optional allies joined the defense. I mean, maybe I missed. Oh, okay. I don't have to go to sleep. I'm not going to do New Game Plus or Ultra Hard. At least I'm not likely to. Alright.
How could you sleep, Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you? How did you, Rost, after you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? I guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
How'd I level up and get a skill point?
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
That's not wood smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
You spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns! Now!
By the sun, do as she says!
Set loaded! All of you, be ready to fire!
Will the guns hold them back?
We're about to find out.
Why are you here?
Helis!
No! Rally the vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
He will cut you down!
Not this time!
You have vexed me long.
Should have fought me in the Sunring Head.
You cannot hide, Clark!
Why do you fight?
You'll survive this.
Out of the line of fire!
I got shot down. Okay. I should have paid more attention, and not hopped into the fight immediately. On the load.
In the Sunring then.
Fire. We're gonna start with an explosion there.
Accept your wish.
Why didn't I use fire?
Only endless night awaits you.
Die, Apostle!
Meridian must run red to be cleansed. Why do you fight? The end is inevitable.
Stealth.
Let's try this.
Quite fair.
bridge will go. He's quick. Bridge can't take much more of this. It's giving way!
Frozen. This was not meant to be.
Why are we letting him talk? Just kill him. What do you mean none of this was meant to be? She better not spare him. I'm gonna click this, but it better not spare him.
None of this was meant to be, Helis. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand.
You pity me?
Yes.
Turn your face to the sun.
Okay, good. Nope. I don't know why she did it in a ceremonial fashion. Talking is pointless, but... Guess I'll pick this back up.
Can't carry more.
Yeah, that way.
Save this for later.
Where do you need me? Take up a camp on the platform.
Gotta get to another platform.
There we go. First try. Second try?
Incoming!
Okay, I'll be on this next time. This is the second try, I swear.
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Teb?
My all-mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
Full health. Sock cannon. Where's that cannon? Oh, apparently that's something. Okay. Here we go.
Aloy, go! We'll draw them. Now you face the true sun, shadow demons. Don't take it! Get out of here!
This is where I belong, Aloy. But the spire calls for you.
I'll probably be using rocket arc arrows. Swim.
Grab this now. Hades is transmitting.
You can't see transmissions. You should be able to, at least. I mean, that should mean game over. I guess it depends on how many of them there are. Whether or not their self-replication systems are still functioning.
It must have gotten through the defenses. The Nora. Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
Suck it down. Why did you hop? Whatever. Some of these paths should be a little bit more hard-coded as to how you get through them.
Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
It feels a little awkward. A little bit of climbing here. Can I climb around this way? No, there's no handles.
Aloy! It's Aloy! Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
No, the ridge fell on me. Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right? Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
I should stock up. Last chance.
Well, this wasn't the path, was it? Okay, I'm pretty sure they're just following me, and this was not the path. I should have used one of those health boosts. Duel.
Arrival of Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission. To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of Entity has been accounted for.
Hit the glowing spots. It doesn't have any at the moment.
coming! Knock them back!
Don't let them overrun us!
Prioritize entity.
Another machine's on you!
Got it!
Deathbringer falls. The battle is ours.
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging Extinction Protocol.
Surprised he hucked a random guard and not Rock.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit. Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
Definitely a very interesting game. I really liked the story. I guess one of the things that I like to talk about when it comes to stories for me is like, did the story have like a question or something to wrestle with? And I think in this case, like, it actually did. The characters in the background, Dr. Elizabeth Sobek, Ted Faro, General Perez, and all of those people, like, all of the things that they had to do in the background, all of the trolley problems they had to engage with. I kind of wish that Aloy had to make more decisions, that I as the player had to make decisions, but that's fine. There wasn't... I mean, there was enough decision-making just in the combat of the game that it didn't need narrative decision-making. And maybe that happens in Forbidden West, I don't know. But yeah, combat was fun, repetitive after a while, but that's to be expected with Ubisoft games. Anything that's adjacent to Assassin's Creed style of play, where you've got a giant open world and lots of different camps to explore and stealth mechanics and whatnot. So, yeah. crafting was I wish though it was a little easier to find like the rat bone that I needed and stuff like that. But I don't know. It is. I wish there were a few more things as far as like inventory management goes. Being able to like organize it a little bit better. That would have been nicer. But yeah, other than that, I mean, the combat's not that exciting. I guess it depends on what I'm fighting. There were a few fights that were definitely very interesting. You've got like the Stormbirds were difficult to fight. The Deathbringers were any of the big things. Really. A Thunderjaw. The naming of things was interesting. I kind of wish there would have been more like lore elements where like the Banuk or the Karja called things different than the oh geez, Nora did. But that's fine. It's not a. It's a little thing. That would have been nice. Yeah, as far as like the main story goes, like the question that it asks of the player is like I think the line that Elizabeth's mum told her was really important. It doesn't matter how smart you are if you don't make the world better. And that's like the whole thing that Ted Faro did. He was super smart, he did things, but he didn't care about making the world a better place, he just cared about making profit and creating things for the sake of creating things. It's one of the huge problems with the military-industrial complex, right? You've got military equipment needs to be made, war needs to happen, and you've got war that's happening. The big problem. I don't know how long this is, and I don't know what's going to happen if I skip it. Sort of trying to fill some time as we see a bunch of people's names scroll by. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of wish there had been some better puzzle fights. Like, they only really did, like, environmental stuff. In like a few it's like the hunting grounds, and those weren't necessarily very useful outside of that. Like, it would have been nice to need to do more things, traps to be more useful, stuff like that. kind of wish that like some of the equipment like gave you a maximum at some point, or like some place that you could refer to like what the maximum of the type of equipment is. Because it's kind of one of the reasons why I didn't like buy upgrades, is because I didn't know like where the maximums were. I did look it up on the wiki, but it just ended up mattering that much. It was nice that I was able to buy multiple of the same weapon, but I kind of wish they had been organized a little bit better. Or instead of buying multiple of the same weapon, like organizing the different modifications into like groups that I could assign to them. But yeah. Thank you for playing. And viewers like you. Now, it's got a skip button here, so skip. This is what I was wanting you to. No, don't touch. No, leave it alone.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss. So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
I guess silence will be more important in Forbidden West. I mean, that's definitely implying the second game, which there is now, obviously. As far as like the crafting goes, I guess the thing that kind of made it meh is the like I could carry so many arrows and such. So it kind of would have been nice for it to be a little bit more tactical, or like I had to prepare. But I guess, like, it depends, because this isn't Dark Souls, it's not Outward, it's not The Witcher, where you learn about what's going to happen and then you prepare for it. So it's a different style of game. But it just meant that, like, managing inventory didn't end up being, like, super relevant. So I wish I could just, like, craft more arrows. So that I didn't have to worry about, like, running out in the middle of a fight. Because it's not like it took very long to just simply recraft them in the middle of the fight. It'd have been nice. I guess one thing they could have done is that crafting would have taken more time. So while you can carry, like, essentially unlimited supplies if you, like, upgraded it correctly, it would have been nice to not need it would have been interesting, at least, to be able to just sort of like, oh no, I ran out, now I need to go hide so I can make more ammo. Because, like, if it doesn't take very long to make more ammo, then, like, there's not, like, much of a point of even running out in the first place. And, if once you can carry, like, ridiculous amounts of resources, there's not really a point in even being conservative with the ammo. So, yeah, it just sort of ends up being, trivial, I guess? And so it makes that element of the game, like, irrelevant. I don't know, 'cause there's never really a, Quit. Yes. Alright. Well, there is no point in me playing New Game Plus. Alright. Well, now that I have completed Horizon Zero Dawn, I do need to find another game. It will not be Horizon Forbidden West quite yet. I don't own that game yet. But yeah, it will be something. Yeah, if you're interested in seeing what game I play next on stream, please review my Steam library. See if there's a game on there, or if there's just simply a game that you want me to play, just put it in the chat. But make sure you've liked, commented, subscribed, rung that notification bell, and shared all of the videos. Go share all of them. Go back, find all of the videos that need to be reshared. And share them with your local terraforming machine. But with that, I think I will bid you adieu, and thank you, anyone who watches this back. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.